Hello, daily swing trading routine, how to analyze charts and place orders. So with our long swing trading strategy, long option line swing trading strategy, the purpose is in the morning before the markets open, analyze the chart. And we are going to use, we have Thinkorswim platform open and we have maximum daily chart. We are going to do few analysis here. And today is October 2nd, 2025. So we are going to do the analysis before the markets open. You can do that in the evening after the market close too, but I just feel like at the end of the day I don't have the mental capability to critically analyze the chart. In the morning after I shower and ready to start the day, I'm fresh to analyze the chart, although I don't do it every day depending on my schedule. So if you are using long option line swing trading strategy, you can get away with that. So the first one we are going to analyze is AJG. So AJG is around our entry point. With the long option line swing trading strategy, we have our support line passing by the valley of the mountain, which are our entry points. So we have two lines traced here, and because it's around our trend lines, our entry point, we are going to zoom to look closer, and the price is highlighted in red. That means yesterday the market closed on red. The price in the morning, the price in the evening was lower than the price in the morning, so the price dropped from morning opening and evening closing. So it's right at one of the lines there. So we have this arrow here, which is pretty much telling us that we purchased it already. So arrows from the bottom facing up just point at the where we bought it before. So we bought it, we trace this line because we are following it, looking for higher lows, because when it's coming down to the line, it was making lower lows. But then that, if you try to connect those red bar, it's going to be downtrend. Then when we try to connect those red bar, is kind of uptrending here. So this low was higher than this one, which 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 was higher than this one. So we place the order maybe around this day, maybe it was green bar but then turn red by the end of the day, because we tend to do that around noon, place our orders around my lunch time, but then it turned red. But then we have a drop down from there. Oh, I don't know what I was talking when I was talking about this. This is higher than this. I think that's what I say, right? Which is higher than this, higher than this, higher than this, and higher than this, so that you have an uptrend there. So when you go from there though, this is lower than this one, lower than this one, and lower than this one. So you have a downtrend here. So it pulled back down and now start going up again. So we have this that is higher or close to this one, which is higher than this one, which is higher than this one, which is higher than this one. I tend to compare the red bars. So you have an uptrend here. So it pulled back and now go up, went up. So the rule that I like to go with, if I have about 3 higher lows, then I'll place the order after the first or second green bar that follow a higher pullback. So then I did it somewhere here by the time that I caught it, but then it pulled back on us, so we got trapped in it for a short period of time. Now it start going up again. So if you don't have this in your portfolio and you're asking me if you can buy it, I will say yes, it will be a buy if today is a green bar. That will be what I will do. It does not necessarily mean from here it's ready to start going up. It could still go down again the way it did it here. But again, if I didn't buy here, I will probably buy around this area because of the uptrend that is doing here. So I'm going to, so this will be, yes, a buy today if today bar is growing around noon time. But because I have it already, I'm not going to buy it again. So I'm going to zoom, and don't think I'm like 100% accurate or anything. The thing is, I'm not going to sell it at a loss. I just want to buy it around the valley line when it start getting ready to start going up, and then sell it at the peak when it reach the peak. And but you know, there is some analysis to do there, comparing the previous peak to see when it start making that peak, if you make multiple, that way I can stay in the trade longer. Or if it make the first peak and then drop, then I can just sell the when it reach the peak, the first peak or so. But that is after I have the stock in my portfolio like this, then that's what I'll be doing, comparing what the price is to where I wanted to exit, which is going to be the next peak. And yeah, so that is going to be that. So, and in this instance that we are thinking about, buying, the price currently, or when the market close, was 305. So at 305, so now we did this and we know that this, it can be a buy. So I'll go to my spreadsheet and I will probably turn it red if I'm going to buy. The next one to analyze in this category is going to be AME. Because we bought those two already, that's why they are highlighted in our portfolio. So AME, we bought it somewhere there. We have not sold it yet. And guess what? That's just the way I see it earlier. It went up, we didn't sell it, and then it pulled back all the way, even below the trend line that we want to buy it at next. Pull down below it, went up, and start going up again, and we purchase it. So I'm going to zoom for us to get close, since it's around the trend line. So we purchase it, it went up a little bit, pull back a little bit, went up a little bit, pull back a little bit, went up a little bit. So it's still around this area in comparison to the next exit point. So if you ask me, is this a buy? If you do not have it in your portfolio, you ask me, is this a buy? I will say yes, this is a buy today. If today is a green bar around noon time, that will be the second green bar. So but here you only have this is higher than this one, but I will be looking at it as an overall here. So if you want to trace it from here, let's just do that. Let me take this red here. It didn't touch base from there. It didn't touch base with a lot of lines, so I'm not going to go that route. I can try this one. Is going to cross that because I'm trying to touch base with those, but we can trace it from here still, because when you are tracing those lines, you want to connect the first two that make more sense to touch base with. Then that will make the line a little bit somewhere here. If I try to touch base with this one and this one, so that means it was following this line, but pull back a little bit, went up, pull back a little bit, and start going up. So in fact, I'm going to leave that. There are a lot of role when it comes to swing trading strategy. When I'm looking at it here though, I'm not going to get too picky, because I'm seeing it from here and I know that it's going up, and I have an uptrend forming there, or in fact we have two green bars there already. So if today is a red bar, you don't buy it, and the next green bar, if that red bar is higher than this one and higher than this one, the next green bar you can buy, or if today is a green bar, you can buy as well. I like to buy between the first and the second. After the first one, I'll buy on the second one, or I'll buy that day of the first one, since I tend to place my orders around noon. So, but yeah, and if today is a green bar as well, those are kind of close to each other, you know, price wise. It's something like that, buy will be fine if you are willing to buy. But that is just my personal opinion. If I didn't buy here, today will be a buy for me if I have the money in the account, and then I have a green bar today. So, but I purchase it here, and where I purchase it is right around the same price as where it is right now. So today, in my opinion, this is a buy, and that is just how I'll do my analysis. And then this will be a red as well. That's how I'm selecting those stocks that I might place an order for today if I didn't have them already in my account and I have money in the account to make those purchases. The next one is AMP. And AMP, we bought it and sold it, and then the price went up, it reached a new high and pulled back all the way to the trend line that we like to buy in next. Went up, pull back, went up, pull back. So it's still on the drop. It just seems like it's now quite ready to start going up, or it's just going up but doing its thing. So at this point though, I will say it's kind of higher up compared to where I wanted to buy it. The price went down yesterday, but it's a little bit far from where I would like to buy it. Therefore, I don't know, you can still buy it if you think the distance between the value line and there is lower than the distance from there to the next new high that you would like to sell it. So it could be an entry point, but I just feel like it's a little bit high. But if it pull back a little bit lower before it start going up, then I could try to get in there. But it touch base with the value line and start going up. But of course, it's going to be going up and down on its trajectory. So in this instance though, this is not a buy for me. But here is the thing, something that we can try to look. So when it left this last time, I will say, so it tend to come back to where, let me see, it reached a new high here, it pulled back to where, went up, pull back, reach a new high here, pull back, and then okay, and then here. So it seems to me that if it's trying to repeat itself, I don't know if we should be comparing this area to where it is right now. I'm not sure, but again, I just like to compare what is going on to the past to see if there is a repetition that I can rely on here. But yeah, right now is going down. You don't really have an uptrend here. You have a little bit here, but then it's going down. So to buy, you wanted to see few higher lows there, even if that's 2 or 3. But I just feel like it's quite far away from the value line. But the fact that it has not reached a new high yet, after it touched base with the value line, it has not reached a new high yet. I could say that it is on its way up. But again, it's going to be doing those zigzag along the way. But I wouldn't want to buy this one. So this will be a no for me. Even though I don't have it in my portfolio, is a no for me. Even if it's today is a green bar. So that is how I will do my chart analysis. So now, doing that before the markets open, so around noon time, I will check my account, my stock position, to see what stock are positive in the account that I would like to sell, and I will just go through them. Some of them we will purchase them for dividend income purposes, and when they become positive we are selling them to liquidate those. But some of them we will purchase them for swing trading purposes. So the one that we will, we think, okay, should we sell it, then those we'll go analyze them. So around noon we'll first start with possible stocks that we can sell. MLM, we purchase it somewhere there, and then it dropped on us when it came to that was in 2024, by the way, because we have the dates on the x-axis and the price on the y-axis, and the dotted line are years. So 2024 we purchased it, and then it fell back. So when it reached the 12 line that we like to buy it at with our long option and swing trading strategy in 2025, because in 2024 we use short option and swing trading strategy, but in 2025 we want to use long option and swing trading strategy. So when it touched base with it, we purchased it again, but guess what, it went up and pulled back to it, and then start going up from there. So it reached a new high somewhere around here, probably, or not, but at this point we made profit on this one as well. The goal was to make profit on both before we sell. So the price dropped yesterday, but it reached a new high around somewhere there, so we have profit on both. But do we want to sell it? And then it reached a new high. So now that it reached a new high, we will ask ourselves, do we want to sell it? And we are using two strategies right now to determine our exit point. So the first one is the last time it reached this trend line and then reached the first new high, it did pull back all the way down to it again. The answer is no. They pull back down to start working on the upside wall of the mountain, and then went up again. So from here, which is like July of 23, it went all the way to here, which is like November 24, before it was down and pulled back again. So more than a year. So therefore, when it reached a new high somewhere here in September, we can say that if it's going to repeat the same pattern, it could continue making new highs often for about a year again before it will be done design the upside wall of the mountain and start coming down. So we want to stay in it maybe for 6 months or so to accumulate more profits. So that is one strategy. The second one, but we know that it's going to be pulling back and going up. So the second one is to compare the first the price from here, which is like 318, to somewhere here, which is 630. So 630 divided by 318 is like 1.9 to be conservative. So 1.9, if I'm going with the lowest point when it touch base with the support line before going up now, is like 440, let's just say 444. So, and the price at the high point here is, no, we'll just go with 444. So 444 times 1.9 ratio that we calculated is 843. So the second strategy for exit point is, well, when you reach around 840 or 843, we will sell it. So then we can come back down to our things here, our watch list, to look for it and set it around. We put 839 here. I don't know if I have 6 months here. Otherwise, I can put 6 months or so after September 2025, when it reached the first high, you know, in relation to when it left that support line. So and this one I can just date it as well. So even though we have a good profit in there, we are not going to sell it. So, and that is pretty much the analysis that we'll do with those stocks that are positive, that we'll wonder if we want to sell it. And once we are done with those, let's say you want to sell it, you look, you know, under chart swap, for instance, that which is what we use. I don't trade in Thinkorswim. I use it for analysis, chart analysis. You'll go to your chart swap account if you have chart swap, if that's where you are trading, and click on trade and click on stock. So when you do that, it will take you to a page that, you know, you can enter the symbol for stocks that you want to sell and select. Let's just take this for instance. We want to sell it all. You'll select sell all. You'll select sell as well, and we like to have limits. So you have those options. You'll select sell, and then you'll choose the price. So type. So I like to go with limits. Each one of those have a explanation that if you want more, you can learn from it as well. Order type. So you'll click on that and you'll you'll read it. So I select all the quantity that we want to sell, and now you'll choose the price. And for the price, let's say I'll do that around noon. So when I'm doing it around noon, if I want to sell those stocks, I just like to go with the price that is selling at that time. I'll look at the price and then I will tap it in. Sometimes the price will trend very fast. I'll keep updating it until, you know, I'm satisfied with the price. I want that to be the price that is selling that now, and then I will just, this one will be there. But if you are doing it like early in the morning before going to work, then I will go with, I'll compare the price it was selling before markets open and the price that people are asking, and I can just go with the price that people are asking is going to be the highest price. I'll go with that. If you reach it during the day, it will sell it for you. If it does not reach it, it may not sell it. So timing, I'll choose day. So, and then you will review your orders and then place the order to sell it. But then again, I prefer to do that during the day. So in this, let's say now after you sold those stocks that you selected to buy, you'll go back again, click on trade and stock, or if you already have the page open, you'll put your symbol in that you want to buy. You'll select for action buy the quantity you want to buy, limit order, order type, limit price. So that just means it's going to buy for you at that price you selected or a lower price. If you are selling it, is that limit mean it's going to sell it at the price you chose or a higher price. So for selling, again, if around noon time, when I'm doing those things, I'll want to sell it at the price it's selling at that point. So that is the price I will put. But if you are placing the order to sell it before you go to work, so that it can sell it for you during the day, then I will look at the bid price and the price it was selling before market open, the price the market closed, and I can choose the lowest of the two to buy at that price. If it reach that low, it will buy it for you. If it does not reach that low, it won't buy it. If I'm doing it before the market's open, place the order and go to work, that's what I will do. But around noon time, while the market has been open for a while, I will just go with the price that it was selling at that point, so that I can increase my chances of actually buying the stocks that day. And the timing is going to be day as well. We'll review the order and you'll place the order. And here we just have an example of, orders that were filled in the past. But yeah, and that is the routine that if you are swing trading and you're using long option long swing trading strategy, though, that is a routine that you will perform on a daily basis if you can help it. And then in the evening or weekend, you can pull your transaction history to record your purchases in your spreadsheet. And sometimes you might just have dividend that you have to record. Sometimes you'll have your sales or your purchases that you will record in your spreadsheet as well. And if I go back to that spreadsheet, on one at the left, you record your sales, your purchases, and then at the right side of it, you record your sales when you sell them. So you have your sales, everything on that, on the line that you purchase that stocks, you will put the when you sold it on that same line so that you can calculate the profit as well. That way you can pull a report from it and then trying to estimate tax that you'll be paying, on those if you are doing it in a taxable brokerage account and not in your Roth IRA. So that is the routine that you'll go through, and at the same time it will be good to pull your account position to just take a look at it to see how the stocks are doing. Otherwise you can do that around noon before you sell or buy anything. You can take a look at your account portfolio. I tend to to save a times to times as well, but other than that, I like to it's good to take a look at it and then decide if you want to sell something and decide if you want to buy something. But that could take about 30 minutes during your lunchtime, and then in the morning, if you wake up early, you can spend an hour to analyze the stocks. And in the evening or during the weekend, you can do your record keeping and estimate about 2 hours a day to do all those 3 phases of your swing trading task. And just view it like a part-time job that will pay you something. But yeah, thank you so much for your time. We thank you very much for watching our videos, and we thank you very much for all your comments. We thank you very much for subscribing to our channel. I'm Afiavi Liberman, creator of Liberman Consulting L.L.C YouTube channel and ninasoap.com, our blog. On our channel and on our blog, we share different ways to save money and different ways to make money to reach your financial independence, where you do not depend on an employer to provide for your family. And swing trading is one way to make money. Just start small and grow your account from there. Thank you. For more of swing trading related videos, will you please check the playlist in the description of this video, and please start small, and little by little you will grow your account with the profit you are generating and with more money that you are putting in the account. And we can just take those dividend income here. For September alone, we made about $224 in dividend from those stocks that we purchased for dividend income purposes and stocks that we purchased for swing trading purposes that went down, and we are still hold on to them. Some of them are paying us some dividend. So $224 a month, at least for September. It was lower for August, but again, let's face it, every year, if like for employees, Like for me, for instance, every year we get a raise, right? So unless you have a promotion, a lot of time raises, or unless your salary is high, the percentage raise that you get might be, I don't think it's like $200 a month when you take that raise divided by, for the year, divided by 12. Unless your salary is high or you have a promotion, a lot of time it's not around $200 before taxes. At least not not mine the last time that I got a raise. So having, you know, $200 dividend income from trading stocks is more than a raise from full-time job. So is, yeah, so is for part-time swing trading, I think is not a small amount of money. It is a lot of money outside of our job that we should be proud of. Thank you.